Welcome to our channel, where we look into some of history's most intriguing cases. In this episode, we reveal the tragic story behind the Caylee Anthony case. Prepare to be drawn into a web of mystery and darkness as we investigate the secrets that surround this terrible tragedy. Join us as we uncover the horrific tragedy that befell Caylee Anthony amid the shadows of shadowed innocence. We hope to uncover the truth behind this intriguing case that has destroyed aspirations and caught the world's attention through meticulous investigation and analysis. So, true crime fans, brace yourself for an exciting journey of mystery, intrigue, and terror as we explore the realm of the tragic death of Caylee Anthony. Subscribe, press the notification button, and accompany us on this terrifying voyage into the heart of darkness. A sad disappearance gripped America in 2008. Caylee Anthony's case, a 2-year-old girl from Orlando, Florida, shocked the nation as details surrounding her inexplicable disappearance emerged. This case was riddled with more questions than answers from the start. As the search for Caylee continued, days stretched into weeks, then months. Volunteers banded together, looking through fields, parks, and woodlands in search of this wonderful little child. Caylee Anthony on the 15th of July 2008. The investigation into her abduction would uncover a network of deception, lies, and tragedy. Caylee's disappearance would elicit a network of perplexing evidence, contradictory testimony, and a growing suspicion that her own mother, Caylee Anthony, was involved. Law enforcement began to doubt Caylee Anthony's assertion that Caylee was taken by a nanny as inconsistencies surfaced, sharpening the spotlight on Caylee's behavior preceding and following Caylee's abduction. Finally, Caylee's remains were located in a wooded area close to her family's house in December 2008. The shocking reality became clear: Caylee had been killed. The courtroom turned into a window into the life of a gravely unhappy family, and the tragic mystery surrounding Caylee's death turned into a spectacle. Emotions soared as the trial came to an end. Those who had closely followed the case were shocked and in astonishment when Caylee Anthony was declared not guilty of first-degree murder. The high-profile trial's judgment left many questions unresolved and Caylee Anthony's memory feeling profoundly wronged. The subsequent trial was nothing less than a media circus. Caylee Anthony fought for her innocence as the country watched in awe. A terrible portrait of a woman who would rather party than take care of her child was portrayed by the prosecution, while the defense fought back to raise doubt. A decision was made in July 2011. Caylee Anthony was not found guilty of first-degree murder. Many people who had followed the case were devastated by the verdict, which led them to doubt the judicial system and the circumstances surrounding Caylee's terrible death. Caylee's supporters were relieved and vindicated at the verdict, while those who thought she was to blame for Caylee's death expressed outrage and shock. Numerous legal and moral issues were brought up by the Caylee Anthony case. Many people questioned if justice had been done in Caylee Anthony's case and whether the legal system had not produced the proper result in the wake of her acquittal. The trial brought to light the difficulties in establishing guilt beyond a reasonable doubt, especially when there is a dearth of direct evidence. Additionally, debates about how the media affects the justice system and shapes public opinion have come up. How has Caylee Anthony's story heightened awareness of the significance of safeguarding defenseless children and fighting for their rights? Years after the trial's completion, the Caylee Anthony case's legacy is still felt. The case's influence on how the public views the criminal justice system and how the media covers high-profile trials are still up for discussion and analysis. The tragedy of Caylee's passing and the debate surrounding her mother's acquittal serve as a reminder of the difficulties and uncertainty that come with legal proceedings. Influence on cultural trends and society. In addition to reflecting larger social and cultural issues, the Caylee Anthony case had a significant impact on society. It emphasized the media's influence over public perception and opinion in the first place. The 24-hour news cycle closely followed the trial, which also became a regular topic on talk shows and true crime documentaries. Public curiosity was stoked by the extensive media coverage, and discussions over the morality of sensationalizing a tragic incident ensued. The case also generated debate over the administration of justice and the place of emotion in the courtroom. Given the public's strong feelings over the case, some claimed that the not guilty decision proved how important it is to uphold the innocent until proven guilty principle. However, others believed it to be a miscarriage of justice. The Caylee Anthony case also made people more aware of problems with dysfunctional families and marriages. Discussions regarding the influence of childhood experiences on adult behavior and decision-making resulted from the defense's portrayal of Caylee as the product of a troubled familial history. Her story served as a reminder of the significance of safeguarding our defenseless children and pursuing justice for those who are unable to do so for themselves. Caylee Anthony's sad death broke a nation's innocence and had a profound effect on our way of thinking. As we continue to fight for justice and to defend the innocent, may the memory of this woman serve as a call to action. Join us as we solve the mystery and expose the horrifying particulars of a mother's treachery in the eerie Caylee Anthony case. Be prepared, because the reality can be more ominous than you could ever think. Don't miss this highly anticipated episode, which will have you on the edge of your seat and making you doubt all you thought you knew. As we continue to delve into the fascinating details of history's most gripping cases, please subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell to never miss an update. As we delve into the darkest corners of this terrible case, remember that sometimes, the truth is darker than fantasy.